Yeah, so okay, the example that I gave of a baby coming into the world is, I feel like, sort of the theme of all of this. Like, okay, so for a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, not in that order, I don't know. If that is anywhere in your chart, then you're dealing with a lot of um, action that's going to be taken as opposed to contemplation. And the action that is taken might not be something that has been thought about before. Um, Let me try to clarify. Let's clarify a couple things. I also have a lot of energy of looking at the past and kind of needing to forget about that, maybe to hold on to what has been learned, the lessons and things like that, but but not to go back into the past. It's easy in the beginning of a journey to be tempted to quit the journey and then go backwards into where you were before. Not necessarily a bad place where you were before. However, you know, that's not forwards, it's backwards. So we want to go forwards. And there's a lot of either energy of potentially being tempted to move backwards once going forward, or looking back and using those things to move forward. Let's see what this is about, though. What do I want to clarify? I want to clarify the Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. Because with beauty, there's pain, right? With beauty, there's pain. For some of you, that might be like a familiar phrase or a phrase that you kind of resonate with. That's too many cards. I want to wait for one to fall out. Let's do the Ten of Pentacles first. The Sun. Yes. So this is a, for a lack of better phrasing, dream come true. This is something that is meant for you to do. I'm getting a way of living meant for you to do, and finally finally doing it, and maybe doing it, maybe figuring out new ways to do it, not the way you've done it before, or not certain plans that you thought about before to do this, if that makes sense. I'm seeing this as about a living situation of yours. I think it could be a living situation. I think you want to move somewhere, or you're moving somewhere, or someone wants to move somewhere, something like that. Moving. For some of you, I have the feeling that I should say that moving to a different location does not change your state of mind. It might for a little bit, but not forever. So just remember that. In fact, it can be painful when you realize that that is the truth. In fact, when you do move somewhere else in order to escape, get away, do something different. And that can get real scary real quick and real shit hitting the fan. Shitting. Which is the case during any transition. However, it's something to prepare for. It's not something to take foolishly. Pun intended. It's not. But it's not a bad idea. It's just an idea that requires more thought than has been given so far. And you might know that it's correct when it's almost like sacrificing your own ego about something. This is a water sign reading. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to get one more to clarify the Ten of Swords. That's too many. Ten of Swords. What are the... Now, I see the Ten of Swords as something to watch out for in terms of... Too many? Oh my god. Okay. So, Ten of Swords, something to watch out for. That was the last card I pulled before I started clarifying. So, it's definitely something to get just a little more information on. Y'all, I don't know how some people just be, let's try that again. We're trying to figure out the Ten of Swords. I'm trying to figure out what should be watched out for. Some of you could be dealing with a fire or air sign. In my mind, those go hand in hand, or you could have fire or air somewhere in your chart. If this is one of those signs, or maybe it's not a person, it could just be an energy that is coming about, make sure the two are balanced. Like, make sure that the wind is going hand in hand with the flame. No, one of them should not overpower, especially the flame. Because, like, once you set a flame, you can't put that shit out. Ten of Swords is clarified by the world. Yeah, we all have to go through, everyone in this world, no matter how long they're here for, needs to go through all of these cards, if that's what you believe in, before achieving the world. You need to go through all the major arcana and then all the other suits. So everyone experiences heartbreak, backstabbing, and that's something that is unavoidable no matter where you go, no matter what you do, really, which is kind of unfortunate. But it is just part of the journey, and it's part of, well, in this case, seeing that the sun will rise, but also achieving the world. Like, you can't achieve the world without, like, dying, in a sense. The death card is not here, but in the Ten of Swords, yeah, these are, okay, so going back to looking back at retreating back to, like, the old ideas that might not come about, because this is going to be a new journey that you haven't thought about. Anyway, going back to that whole thing, we have, in my opinion, a strong need to be discerning as to what can be taken as fact or not from the past, or what can be taken as a lesson, and making sure it's the right lesson, making sure that it's interpreted in all fairness, and whatever in order to carry it forward. You know, be careful about what you carry forward. And be careful about how you interpret those lessons. It wouldn't be beneficial to interpret it for your own benefit, but to just balance things out and be able to continue. This is something to prepare for. If you are moving, then just make sure that you have a community. Make sure you find a community. Make sure that this is something you've thought about. If this is not a move, if it's some switch of lifestyle, some, change in way of living, then planning is key. And balancing your thoughts and actions in this time is key. Making sure, like I said, flames not overpowering air, especially in this case. If anything, they should be equal. And that will help you get to the world, or whatever the hell it is that you're trying to do here. I don't freaking know. Anyway, I hope that made sense to someone. Thanks for watching. Bye.